Hello, my name is Jeremy and I am with Our Mission Coffee, and today I want to show you how to have one of the freshest cups of coffee that you can have. And the reason that you can have that is because Our Mission Coffee is proud to stand up on the fact that it serves one of the freshest ways that you can possibly get coffee. And just a quick little story so you know why that is I ordered this 2 days ago, and I know for a fact that this was roasted yesterday and just got to my doorstep today. That is exciting, and also it has traceability to where I know that this particular bean came from the mountains of Guatemala, and it was grown 4,000 feet elevation under banana shade trees, and it was actually taken down the mountain on a donkey. And Our Mission Coffee helps to purchase some of those donkeys, and so that is some of the reasons why we can say that this is truly some of the freshest coffee. And one thing I want to show you today is, since I have this fresh coffee as a purchaser, how do I make it, how do I take advantage of it being the freshest coffee that I can? And one of the ways that you can do that is with a French press. It's a lot of people would agree with me. It's one of the most natural ways to drink a cup of coffee, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do right now. So I have my whole bean. It's imperative that you get whole bean coffee. And what I like to do is I have a grinder here. I'm not talking about particular grinders or particular French presses. There's tons of them out there. You can do a little research and find out which you prefer. But I like to do if I'm doing a drip coffee, a tablespoonful per cup. And whenever I'm doing French press, I like to do 2 tablespoons full per cup. And this is a 4-cup French press, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So that's 1, 2 cups, and that'll be 4. Whenever I grind for a French press, I like to do a 4 count on this particular one. Whenever you're making it for a drip coffee, you don't want it to be a lot of chunks, so you grind it until you don't really hear any chunkiness left in the grinder. But with this, we still want some nice full pieces so that it, whenever you go to strain it, all the particles don't go through the strainer. So you do want this a little bit more coarse. So I'm going to do a 4 count. And then after that, I dump it straight into my French press. And then I already have some water that is going back here. The water does not have to be boiling, but you do want it nice and hot. You want it maybe to take it to a boil and then bring it just off of it. And then that way you have nice hot water to pour in here that's not boiling. And then you just slowly pour it over. Whenever I'm pouring it, I like to either turn the pot itself or pour the water in a circular motion, and that way it makes sure and gets over all the beans and gets them nice and saturated. I'm going to bring you over for a little bit closer. I want you to take a look at it. As you can see, the beans are still somewhat coarse, but fine enough to where we know that the flavor is going to be seeped out into the coffee. And so at this point, just put the cover back on, and then I will talk to you in just a minute. Alright, so now we're back. It has been about 5 to 6 minutes. I like mine a little bit stronger. So some people prefer right at 4, go ahead and cut her off. But I like mine a little bit bolder. So at this time, you just put it in your hand. You put this part, the handle, and then you just slowly press down. And if you have to press down too hard, there's usually a couple of things. One, either your coffee is not ground good enough, or you have not let it sit long enough and the coffee is still being absorbed into the water. And at this point, you just make sure your nozzle is where it should be and pour your cup of coffee. Man, I wish you could smell this. Our coffee is completely organic. It's above fair trade pricing, to be honest. It's actually what is now being called rainforest pricing. And I have it absolutely beautiful cup of coffee. So I am ready to enjoy it. Now for more information, you can go to goodforallcoffee.com. That is my website, or you can follow us on Facebook at Good for All Coffee. All you got to do is type it in and search for Facebook. So any questions, comments, I'd love to hear them. Love to hear what you have to say. And Our Mission Coffee is truly good coffee doing good. So until next time.